Welcome to the City of Bakersfield Planning Commission meeting. This television broadcast is brought to you by the local cable companies, the County of Kern, and the City of Bakersfield. You can watch the rebroadcast of this meeting Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 10 a.m. The agenda for this meeting can be downloaded at www.bakersfieldcity.us. Presiding over this evening's meeting, Chair Daniel Cater.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to call to order the February 6, 2025 Planning Commission meeting. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Chair Cater,
Here.
Vice Chair Strickland,
Here.
Commissioner Biddle,
Here.
Commissioner Brent Oliver,
Here.
Commissioner Core,
Here.
Commissioner Martin,
Here.
Commissioner Neal. Here.
Madam Clerk, next item, please.
Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you all for attending tonight's Planning Commission meeting. Please note this commission provides an opportunity for public participation in the development process throughout the city of Bakersfield. The Planning Commission considers a wide variety of projects, including subdivision maps, zone changes, general plan amendments, and much more. When applications are received, the City Planning Division analyzes the request. Planning staff will present the facts about the project along with their recommendation to the Planning Commission, who will approve of the item or make a recommendation as appropriate. Madam Clerk, next item, please.
Presentations.
Chair, Commissioners, Phil Burns, Development Services Director. Staff wanted to take time to recognize an individual who has contributed to the orderly development of the City of Bakersfield, Mr. Zach Bashertash. Zach has faithfully served the Planning Commission until 2024. That's when he was elected by the citizens of Bakersfield to the City Council. And yes, there's a little Paul Johnson humor here. He did prepare this for me before he left the city. And also I wanted to point out that since Zach has been on the committee in 2021, there has been a little change in technology. And also the list of commissioners has changed quite a bit. So it's been quite some change. And again, from city staff, we really want to thank Zach for his contribution to the Planning Commission and continuation to the City Council. With this, though, I'd like to provide Zach a plaque commemorating his time with the Planning Commission, and I appreciate all your time.
Thanks.
And Zach would like to pull everything off consent tonight so that everyone feels the pain.
Yes.
Sure. Like any comments, sir?
Yes, absolutely. Many comments. In appreciation for your outstanding service. I don't know if I would have said I was outstanding, but I enjoyed it. It's such a blessing to be able to serve. It's a blessing to be in a country and a community where we have the opportunity to fight for change, to protect our resources, to protect our city, to be able to make decisions, and to have that freedom. And I definitely took Planning Commission for granted, and on this new venture I'm in right now, it's a lot more. And I miss the Planning Commission, but I appreciate all of you, and I learned so much, and it was such a valuable experience, and I hope to continue to serve the city well and to do right by the constituents, the people, and not my own agenda, but by what makes our city complete and whole. And I would encourage all of us to continue to dig in deep, now more than ever, to do the right thing by our constituents, by our people, They need that hope, and they need to see champions. And I'm just grateful and fortunate to have met all of you and to have learned so much from each of you. I appreciate the good times, the conflict. It allows character to be produced, perspectives to be challenged and looked at, and I think all of that helped to propel me to the season I'm in now. So thank you. Paul, if you're at home watching this, miss you. You jerk. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just a great team, and I appreciate you, and thank you so much. And I'm glad it wasn't a bunch of funky pictures like some of the other commissioners that have come before. So thank you. Thank you again.
All right. Do we say comments to Basirta, Councilman, or is that reserved to
We
the end?
probably should save it for the end of the meeting. Yeah.
All right, well, make sure you stay around then. Yeah, all right, sounds good. All right, well then, Madam Clerk, next item, please.
Public statements.
Public statements are now received at different times depending on the item. I will call on Madam Clerk to call for public statements at the appropriate time, so please make sure that you're to listen carefully for the correct time to speak.
Non-agenda item 4A, public statements.
Does anyone in the audience wish to address the commission regarding items that are not listed on tonight's agenda? If so, please come forward and state your name. Seeing no speakers,
Agenda item 4B, public statements.
does anyone in the audience wish to address the commission regarding items listed on tonight's agenda? Please note that if you are here for consent public hearing items 6A through 6D, now is not the time to speak. You will be provided an opportunity to speak at a later time. Seeing no speakers, Madam Clerk, next item, please.
Agenda item 5, consent calendar items.
Please note that all matters listed under consent items do not require a public hearing and will be enacted by a single motion. There will be no separate discussion of said items unless staff or a commissioner requests specific items be discussed and/or removed for separate action. With that, may I get a motion to approve consent item 5A?
So moved.
Commissioner Martin, may I have a second?
I'll second.
Commissioner Strickland. Commissioners, please cast your votes.
Motion passes with Commissioner Neal abstaining.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, next item, please.
Agenda item 6, consent public hearing items.
Madam Clerk, it said 5-0. I believe Commissioner Oliver's vote didn't show.
Can we do a roll call?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Chair Cater,
Yes.
Vice Chair Strickland,
Yes.
Commissioner Biddle,
Yes.
Commissioner Brent Oliver,
Yes.
Commissioner Core,
Yes.
Commissioner Martin,
Yes.
Commissioner Neal.
Abstain.
Motion passes with Commissioner Neal abstaining.
Thank you. And, Commissioner Oliver, I will just note that that is a rite of passage. You are now on to the second level of being a commissioner. Technology issues are near and dear to all of our hearts, so do not feel bad. Yeah.
The sad thing is I caused the technology problem.
Sorry.
So,
Sorry.
yeah, I'll admit it.
It's not an obligation to report that. You can just say that you're, yeah, just future reference. Yeah, you can. Just kidding. Thank you. I appreciate the transparency. Madam Clerk, next item, please.
Agenda item 6, consent public hearing items.
Now is the time for consent public hearing items. Please note if the item is not removed by a commissioner, staff, or member of the public, the commission will vote on all items in one motion without further comment. If an item is removed, it will be placed at the end of the non-consent public hearing items. So at this time, I would like to open all of the consent public hearing items. Does any member of the public wish to remove a consent public hearing item? Seeing no members of the audience wishing to remove a public consent hearing item, does any commissioner or staff wish to remove a consent public hearing item? Seeing no commissioners or staff, at this time, the consent public hearing items for all items on the agenda are now closed. I will note that I have a conflict of interest due to source of income on item 6D and will be abstaining for voting on that item. So with that, may I get a motion to adopt staff's recommendation on the consent public hearing items incorporating all 5A through 5D, incorporating all staff memorandum and revised staff recommendation with my abstention from item 6D.
Chair Cater, just to clarify, it's 6A through 6D today.
Yes, what did I
Yes.
say, 5A, 5D?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I know, the presentations kind of threw us off. It's always, yeah. It's rocking my world a little bit. So, yeah, 6A through 6D.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Commissioner Core. May I have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Brandt Oliver. Commissioners, please trust the technology and cast your votes. Yeah. When available. Can we do a roll call as well, or is it?
Yes, let's do a
I
roll
think I'm
call.
not logged in.
Fantastic. I like
Correct.
I like roll call, yeah.
Chair Cater,
Yes, but not on 60. Yep.
Vice Chair Strickland,
Yes.
Commissioner Biddle,
Yes.
Commissioner Brent Oliver,
Yes.
Commissioner Core,
Yes.
Commissioner Martin,
Yes.
Commissioner Neal.
Yes.
Motion passes with Chair Cater abstaining or recusing himself from item 6D.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, next item, please.
Agenda item 7, non-consent public hearing items.
I believe there are none on the agenda.
There's none.
So Madam Clerk, next item, please.
Agenda item 8, communications.
Does staff have any communication items?
Yes, just an announcement, we will have a February 20th meeting. It is pretty light agenda, so hopefully you'll show up.
Make dinner plans? Okay. Yep. Yeah.
We'll save that for March.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Madam Clerk, next item, please.
Agenda item 9, commission comments.
Does any commissioner have any comments? Commissioner Martin.
Okay, now's my time. I just wanted to say thank you to former Commissioner, now Councilman Zach Basher-Tash, and thank you for the trust you've put in me here. I look forward to continuing as we move the city here on the commission and as you'll do the same on the council. So thank you very much.
Did you, Commissioner Neal?
I just wanted to thank you, Councilmember Basher-Tash, for all of the wonderful insight that you've given me in our conversations outside of the commission and advice and just tips on being the best commissioner that I can be. I just love how you showed up in this space, and sometimes we were on opposite sides of things because I wanted to keep talking about something and we wanted to keep it moving, but that never impacted our ability to work together, and it actually made it stronger. And so I really appreciate you and your service here, and also just everything that you've done, you know, and in terms of our relationship. So thank you. Good luck. I know you're going to be a wonderful council member, and I look forward to following your journey.
Commissioner Biddle.
Zach, same. I just want to thank you for the time that we spent on the commission together. We started together through the ethics class and went on the different trips, and we've learned a lot. And so I'm really proud to see you move on to the city council. You know where our issues lie in the city, and I know that you can make change when it comes to our housing crisis and really develop in this city. So I look forward to seeing what you're going to do on the city council, and I look forward to you answering my phone calls.
Commissioner Strickland.
Zach, I want to say again, thank you for the last year, especially the first couple weeks helping guide me through the process of joining the commission. And I'm glad that you're there to keep Larry in check for the next couple years, probably. I'm sure you too. So thanks, and look forward. I'm sure we'll see each other around quite a bit. So good luck.
Commissioner Core.
I just want to echo what everyone else said. Councilmember Bashir Tosh. It was a pleasure serving with you on the board, and I look forward to working with you in the council position. Thank you.
All right, so the protocol of the chair going last also means that I am very likely to repeat the comments of previous speakers, which we ask people not to do. But I will just say, Councilman Bashir Tosh, it was an honor to serve with you, honor to get to know you. I think this is a pretty special place to get to interact and dialogue with a diverse group of individuals in our city who represent different industries, different ideologies, different parts of the city, come together and try to solve problems that can seem mundane, but actually say a lot about who we are as a place and what we value and the life we're providing for our citizens. So being able to do that with you is an honor. You and Larry are both missed, but I also think I'm just excited to see. I think I've always been impressed by your passion for learning from places that you love and trying to bring it to this place. I think your love of Bakersfield being a vibrant, thriving place and putting that in motion. I think the council has provided you an amazing opportunity to make impact at a scale that only an elected official could really do. And I really want you to know that this commission supports you, that we might hold you accountable when we have a comment to make, but we also just, I think I would just resound to everyone that we're just really thankful for the time we had to work with you and just really are in your corner and want to support you and want you to do amazing things and know you will. So thank you. I will speak again and just say, Madam Clerk, next item, please. Yeah.
Agenda item 10, adjournment.
And in Zach's honor, this meeting is adjourned at 5:47. Have a great evening.